Yeah, he said he doesn't know about you and I. So baby, can you just be by my side?
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the podcast. This is episode 2. Today we have a special guest. I'm sitting here with a Memoria XI, up-and-coming artist, and we're pretty much gonna shoot the shit here, just like the other video. I know the last one was kind of reckless, a little chaotic. This one's gonna be a little different. So let's jump right into it. So, I want to know your story. How did you get started with music? What made you fall in love with it? Where did the passion for being a rapper derive from? Where did it start?
So, I was interested in music, but I kept it to myself most of the time because I guess like the way I was raised, and then like, you know, I feel like people didn't really like know me. I was super quiet all the time.
Right.
I was shy. I wasn't really like open about what I like. I feel like I was just there most of the time.
Right.
But I would legit memorize lyrics on YouTube videos. I would be like, oh shit, like I would read them as a kid, even like with Eminem and Slim Shady. Like I legit used to like memorize all the lyrics and stuff back when I was in like 4th grade, 3rd grade. And then it transitioned. I was in 7th grade. I met these dudes, and I think around that time, like Future, Sosa was like starting to be like popping.
Okay.
And then from there,
that's crazy because like me, I was like, I think out of high school already. So
yeah, exactly.
It's crazy that 7th grade and
so
all
like
that.
7th grade, like everyone was like, yo. And then I remember meeting these 3 kids, and they were like bad kids. Like they weren't really like fucking with school and shit, but they wanted to make music, and I was like, yo, I want to be involved.
Okay.
So I didn't know anything though. I didn't know how to engineer. I didn't know anything about music. I just wanted to be a part of it.
Okay.
So they were like, yo, can we go to your apartment? Let's like make something. I had like my fucking mic. I had a Turtle Beach mic. They were on that bitch. And then one dude recorded in his bathroom because he couldn't come in.
Shit.
It was like that. But then
real Slumdog shit.
Yeah, from there.
Out the trenches.
Yeah, from there it was like, okay, cool. I stopped. But I kind of like started writing a lot. Wrote a couple songs from in school and inside my house, and then from there it was like, alright, you know, whatever, I'm just writing, expressing how I feel. And then sophomore year happened, and I had made a couple songs already though, like freshman year, and I showed this one dude in my class. I was like, yo, I started making music, but like, what do you think? And he listened to it.
Was it like, oh yeah, it's dope, or was it like, this is shit?
He was like,
I'll do it.
He was like, yo, this is ass, but you should keep going. You kept it like, I was like, oh shit.
He was a supportive friend.
Exactly. I was like, oh shit.
You need supportive friends.
I was like, yeah. I was like, say less. Like, at least he wasn't like, yeah, don't do this shit.
Okay.
Like, he was like, yo, it's not good, but you should keep doing it. And I was like, say less. Went back, and yeah, I just started trying every day. Obviously, there was a point in time where I stopped.
Okay.
And I was transitioning. Like, I was moving from Northwestern, like my old school, to this new school called Old Mill.
Okay.
And you know, I took a big break because I was like, damn, I don't know if music's for me. I felt like I couldn't rap really. I wasn't good at singing at the time either.
Okay.
And I was just like, damn, what am I doing in my life?
Probably just, you weren't gonna make it no more.
Nah,
like, this is just whatever.
Especially too, like I was failing like a class and shit, and I would like skip and shit. Like I'd be like, I was going through a lot.
Was that at Northwestern? Or
yeah, Northwestern.
Northwestern does that to you.
I was like, fuck, bro. Like I was like, yo, what am I doing? Like, am I gonna be somebody? And I remember there was this talk I had in like the hallway. My homie, I was like, yo, I really want to do this music shit. I know it's gonna work. I just don't know like how. Okay. Like I don't have the blueprint yet, but I just know.
All right.
Yeah, I don't talk to those guys anymore, but shout out to them. They helped me.
Like, you were in a rap group before, right? It was kind of a group.
Yeah, so that's how
Sixth World?
Yeah, so that's exactly Sixth World. I was in Sixth World. Yeah, that's cool.
I just nardwarded you. Huh?
Yeah, that's cool as fuck though. It's cool as fuck.
Did my research, guys. I did my research.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Came a little prepared.
Yeah. Oh my god. I'm gonna talk about that.
Okay,
That kind of caught me off guard.
Yeah.
I did meet them after, but
okay.
As I went forward with, my bad. I'm trying to remember. Oh yeah, so I had my old mic. I had the USB mic.
Okay.
I was like, you know what? I'm gonna continue this, and yeah, just started listening to beats and stuff. It was a new school. Didn't have anybody, but then I met someone along the way. Was my ex and stuff.
Okay.
And then from there it was like, hey, I think you should keep doing this too.
Your ex?
Yeah. My ex was like, I put it onto my music. She's like, you should keep doing this. I think you have a voice. And then I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. Like,
so if anything came from that, the support system kind of boosted that.
Definitely, for sure, yeah. Honestly, like, obviously I felt very motivated at the time.
Okay.
Because I was like, damn, like, there's this girl I care about, and new school. I like, this was like the first girl I even talked to. Like, I went up to her and I was like, yo, I have to find you, like, you know, attractive and shit. And she was cool with me. But, yeah, from there, I met other friends too that did music.
Okay.
And obviously it came to B6 World, like meeting them. And I saw something in them because I saw when people talked to me, they didn't really see anything. Like they didn't. So like I felt that connect with them at the time, saying like, "Yo, I know people don't believe in you, like they don't believe in me. So why not work together?"
Right. Okay.
Yeah. And
So how did the fallout happen? Or you guys don't talk no more?
I talked to like one person in there. Two actually. My bad. It kind of happened because I was progressing.
Oh, okay.
You know, no, like they even knew.
Were they holding you back, or what?
It wasn't even like they were holding me back. You know, I try to like they know. Like I try to like, hey,
you were just moving in a different direction.
I was moving in a different direction.
Okay.
And you know, from there it was like, yo, I think it's better if I like do my own thing. And you know, they were cool with it. They knew I was gonna. They told me straight up. They're like, yo, we just knew. We kind of knew, like the way you recorded music, the way you were inspired with how you wrote things, how you said things, and how you sung. You know, we just knew it was gonna be something. Because
you have a very interesting style.
Yeah.
Especially it's like you have a little trademark of a sound.
For sure.
Yeah, I can't do it. It's cool as fuck.
The tremble, people call it the tremble, the little like goat thing.
Can you do it?
I can do it, yeah. I can go and do it now.
Yeah, do it. Fuck
it now. Fuck. What do you want? Damn, bro. You put me on the spot. What the fuck? Fuck. What song can I do? It's been a while since I seen. Damn, I gotta sing it for real.
Been a while since I seen your face.
365 fucking days. Please tell me everything's all okay. Like I kind of gotta.
Yeah, you gotta get into it. We'll get into it.
I'll get into it, but nah.
So at this time you're recording and everything. Are you doing everything on yourself, by yourself, like the beats and everything?
So the beats, I have my homie Dax. He's from Mexico. We just like met over Discord and shit, which is like.
Oh, so he lives in Mexico.
He lives in Mexico.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that's
so
cool.
he be making all the beats. He made beats for France, Last Wish. Which other ones? Not Happier though. But like he made most of the music that I have now.
Oh, okay.
The music I have now.
That's cool.
Awesome dude. He's like 14. Dude, he's killing it.
No way.
Yeah, he's
14.
This fucking
shout
insane.
out Dax, bro.
Yeah, I've been working with him. Like he be sharing his screen on like the computer. He be like, you know, he knows my sound. He knows the melodies.
Oh, okay.
And I trust him because like he's young. You know, I feel like he knows what. The music.
And it's dope because you are Mexican, right?
I know, yeah. It's like hella like.
So it's easy. It's not hard for you to communicate with him.
Definitely not. He actually teaches.
Or are you a No Sabo kid?
Bro, I am.
You're a No Sabo kid,
bro. It's just how I was raised.
It's okay.
Man. It's okay. Damn. You know, I'm not like. Obviously, I love like the culture.
Right.
I guess like the way I was raised, it wasn't like I wasn't as invested in it.
Okay.
Like, I kind of took my own route.
Gotcha.
And you know, I mean, you can tell by the way I dress.
Yeah, a little bit.
It took its own route, you know what I mean? Even with the way I talk and stuff. But I respect my culture. I love my culture. I have pride.
That's what's up. So you're making beats with Dax. He's sending you stuff via what? Discord, email and stuff?
Yeah, email and Discord.
And you're recording in your room?
Yeah, or in my room.
Okay.
Just making beats. Well, he's making beats, sending to me.
What was probably the most challenging thing that you had to encounter while working by yourself and just doing it through your room?
Singing loud.
Singing loud?
Yeah, my parents, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, yo. I remember I would have to tug like a freaking blanket under the door and shit. And like, you know, it came to a point where like, you know what? If you want to sing and like really sing out loud, do it. And I was like, I bet. But there was some times where I was like, fuck, I want to sing louder.
So your parents were pretty supportive?
Yeah. Not really at first.
Not at first?
Not at first. It was very like, yo, this isn't really going where it's going yet. Because it was before Happier was made. Okay. So I was working at a grocery store.
Still in the SoundCloud days?
Still in SoundCloud days, exactly.
Because I know something that most people don't know. your name was not always Memoria XI.
It was like, yeah.
It was Civic.
It was Civic. Yeah, my old ass name, bro. Oh my god. That had no meaning. I was just like, I don't know what to name myself. I was gonna put something random.
Okay. So your parents were like, maybe you should get a job, a real job or something, or what?
More like, you should study, go to college and stuff. And obviously, you know, I was looking forward to that because my ex at the time, she was like motivating me to like, yo, she was low-key the reason why I was taking school so seriously at the time.
Okay.
But then obviously when we had that fallout, it was like, yo, I wasn't even doing it for myself. Like, what am I doing now? And without that, it would have never have been the music I make now. Like,
so that you think that breakup led to your sound?
Definitely, definitely led to a lot.
It Taylor Swift you?
I guess so.
Yeah.
I guess so. It kind of did, except it's not like, you know, multiple guys.
Ah, right.
There's one girl, but yeah, nah. That did happen. I went through a very dark time. It wasn't only that. It was also like finding myself as well as a person.
Okay.
Like, yo, who are you? You know, you know, I look in the mirror and I'm just like, yo, I want to be someone that inspires people, and because I know what it's like, because I knew what it's like to have. I didn't have siblings. You know what I mean? I didn't have nothing really to be like, yo, take this music route and push your creative boundaries. I really had to pick myself up and be like, yo, no one's gonna tell you to do this shit, so you might as well do it.
Okay.
And yeah, I decided to do it, and I was super optimistic somehow. I don't know. I'm like still optimistic to this day. You know,
that's good because I mean it's gotten you to this point now.
Exactly.
Which is great. So while you're doing all this and you're working at a grocery store, what are you thinking? What's going through your head at this point? Because you're still not. Because right now, I believe you have a manager, right?
Yeah,
or
my boy Josh. Yeah, he's my manager.
Okay,
he's awesome. Dude's lit. Helped me out a lot. But yeah, so I haven't met him yet.
Okay.
So I met him like later on. So yeah, I was working at this grocery store. It was a pain in the ass. I hated it. I didn't know how to count money.
No.
Bad. So terrible.
Doesn't the cash register do it for you?
No, bro. Like, it was like manual, like these buttons and shit.
It was old as fuck.
Yeah, I was at Aldi.
Oh, okay. Yeah, at least you got to sit down.
Yeah. That was actually part of the reason I took the job too. You know. After that, I just remember I was like, I remember I had lied on my resume too. I was I'm going to community college. And I was like, oh, that's awesome. Like you want a career in life. And I'm like, I just want to check. But I saved up. I was there for only a month. And I quit.
Really?
Yeah, because I just wanted to check to save it for the mic. And I bought the mic. After that, I was still hanging out with one of the groups in the Sixth World, and he was really good at engineering. Like, he had an ear. We had like an ear for it with mixing vocals and etc. And he like sent me a preset. Shout out to him. You know, he was lit for that. And I mixed around the preset with my vocals. And then from there, it was like I was practicing every day, like on YouTube, like just every day, like vocal training. Just really, like, I really wanted it. Obviously, I'm gonna just do what I do, and with YouTube and shit.
Right.
And like YouTube was just there.
Right. So, how did you end up with the name Memoria XI?
11 has like its own meaning, like a very deep meaning. So I remember I was writing in my journal. At this time, I was being like super like into like spiritual shit, like the universe and etc. And I wanted something super meaningful. And then I was like, yo, I want something like Spanish. I was like, fuck it, I'm Mexican. Like, let me just implement something. Okay. So I'm trying to be a memory in people's mind, like remembered and shit. And I just flipped memory into Memoria. And then from there, 11 came from like when I was 11. Like at that age. Okay. Like, I felt like at that age is when I started thinking about life and shit. And like, obviously I kept a lot of shit to myself. Like my mom always used to tell me like, you would just look out, like you look like you weren't there. You were just like somewhere else. Okay. And that's cause like I was really just I wasn't really
in your own world.
Yeah, I was in my own world. And at that time I was also starting to think about life. Okay. And I felt like it was important to implement that and have its own meaning. I didn't want it to just be a random name. I wanted to have meaning because like I believe like in longevity. Like keep it real, and like shit will prosper from there.
That's good. That's good. That's interesting because, I've known you since like,
a long time.
Diapers.
Yeah, I know. You knew me for a long time. I feel like I feel like it's cool because like I feel like no one really knew, like, kind of who.
No, it was interesting when I found out, because I found out through Amy. So I found out through Amy, and she was like, "He's a rapper now." I don't want to say her name.
No, that's good. That's good.
Yeah. So I don't want to put your name out there, but I'm like. So Amy was like, "Hey, so he's a rapper now," and I was like, "Really? Pass me the link. I want to hear it." And the song that I heard that like made me like, "Wow, fuck, he has potential." Was most people don't know the song. If you're a hardcore Memoria XI fan,
They probably would know.
then you'll know it. The song was what is it? Die for Love? D4L, something like that.
Die for Love, yeah.
Die for Love.
It's or like, fuck, I forgot. Something. I know exactly
It was
what you
something
mean.
like that. Die for Love.
I remember I said like a line. I know what line. It was like an anime reference. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
And it was a really good song. Like, I really liked it. I don't know if you still have it.
I probably have. Someone has it in their vault. I know.
It's somewhere in the world.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
Definitely. Yeah, they had it. I remember rapping and shit, and I thought that was like my hardest song. It's like, dude, I can't top a song like this.
Well, that's crazy because that's not what you told me.
Really?
Yeah, no. You thought the song was shit, and you were like, I don't think I should put it out.
After,
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
after
No,
that.
when I made it in my room, I was like, holy shit, can I make something better than this? And obviously listening to it a couple times, I was like, yo, this isn't as good as I thought it was.
Right.
It happens with songs, even like with songs I made now. I felt like when I listened to it too much, I started to not like it anymore. But it happens, yeah.
I think that's with every artist. You know, sometimes the song you think is just not gonna do it for you is the one that puts you out there.
Yeah, like I thought Happier was trash.
Really?
Yeah, I had Happier in the recycling bin for like a good minute, and then I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna finish it. Like, stop making it halfway and giving up. Like, I took it out of the recycling bin, wrote the verses, chopped it up quick. That song took like a whole month because I was like always going back and forth and being like, nah, this isn't good, and I'll come back to it. Nah, this isn't good. And then I finished it, and I was like, fuck it, let me just upload it on SoundCloud.
So generally, how long does it take you to make songs?
Now it takes just a day. Like make a song in a day. Before it used to take like 2 weeks. So like I'll make a song in a day, another one the next day. It's just more or less, it has to be the vibe. Like, what is the vibe for today? And if the vibe isn't right, then I don't make a song.
So it only takes you a day to make music. That's pretty good. So that means you must have a good little inventory in the vault.
Definitely. I feel like I should have more, but it's somewhat good.
Now, do you have something in the vault that's just like you're holding on to it because it's like a gem that you want to release, but you're not ready for it yet?
I feel like it's a lot of gems in the vault.
Yeah?
Man. I feel like there is. I mean, I'm waiting for the EP to drop. I'm waiting for my manager.
When is that? Because they want to know.
I know.
They
do want to know.
They've been waiting, bro.
The EP.
I've been waiting for an EP.
Honestly, bro, you gonna have to ask my manager, bro. Like we set a date or we set a month in January.
Okay.
But we're still not sure because I'm the one mixing it, making sure it sounds good. Keep going back in the car, make sure the sound is everything. The sound check is awesome and shit. But I mean, so far I remixed it. So when you first initially heard it, it was not mixed at all. Super like really rough mixes.
Right.
But I'm excited because I don't know. I like to reference my music. I was listening to EP. I don't know if you probably don't listen to Frank Ocean, or do you?
I do.
Yeah. So I kind of like see it like that. I'm like, yo, when Frank Ocean released like Nostalgia, I was like, it's like he was just like he didn't know what he was doing, but like he was fucking around and it was good.
Yeah.
And that's what I feel like I'm doing. I was fucking around, but with the newer songs, it's starting to feel like records. It's starting to feel like full songs. But obviously, when I go to LA and go to the studio there, it's obviously gonna be like, oh, all right, this is a different step.
And you've been out to LA, right? You went for a week.
Yeah, I was out in LA for a week.
And how was that?
She was awesome, man. I met crazy people like that worked with amazing artists. For example, like I worked with this girl named A1, and she made a song. It's like number one song. It's like with Lotto and Doja Cat.
Oh, okay.
She's like 18. She wrote that song.
Oh, she's a writer.
Yeah, she helped write that song. And like I was working with her, and she helped she wrote I think one of like Leroy's songs as well. She's awesome.
Speaking of Leroy, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Speaking of Kid Leroy, You get compared to him a lot.
Yeah,
right?
for sure. Yeah.
How does that make you feel? Being compared to someone as big as
I mean,
Kid Laroi?
obviously I've been like inspired. I was inspired when he had dropped Go, with Juice WRLD.
Okay.
And it was awesome. It was awesome to see. And I'm not back at distracted.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not the comparisons. I mean, obviously I got inspired with like he made Go, with Juice WRLD. And I was like, damn, this guy's fire. And I mean, I heard of him before initially too. But the thing is, I feel like with time, I'm not gonna be compared.
Fuck, Twins.
Yeah, with time, I feel like I'm not gonna be compared. Mostly because I know where I want my sound to be. But I mean, it doesn't really bother me. I've seen it like so many times.
Right.
To the point where it's gonna get old. Like people are gonna stop saying that. And I mean, they kind of have. Like I feel like now I watched like this new reaction video and like people are like, yo, you sound like Post, or like you sound a little bit like Machine Gun Kelly. I don't know how I sound like him, but
I don't see that.
I don't see that either.
But
Like
if I was to tell you, to me, you sound like a mix, right, of Kid Laroi, Juice WRLD, and Posty.
That's cool. I fuck with that.
That's where I see, because like the style of the writing and then the sound.
Definitely. I feel like with what I'm doing now, because I'm taking like a little break with me making music. I had to take like the breaks and stuff because I feel like people don't realize like music is like it takes a hold of you. Like personality wise, you can get frustrated. You can get easily you can just get easily pissed off. Like, and then it was going on my personality. I'm like, yo, I'm not like that. I'm a chill dude. So I took a break and I'm gonna start writing like a lot further more into who I am. A lot more detailed, a lot more artistic, more like just elegant in a sense. That's the word I would use.
In your writing.
Yeah, a lot more cleaner, a lot more just different in a sense, more creative. I want to be known not as like, oh, he has that style, just more like, oh,
you're getting tired of the love songs.
Yeah, he grew. He grew into his art. Exactly, and he grew into his own artist. So it takes time though. I feel like I recently got good. So
being that you have this whole success with the music that you're doing now, you've performed twice now.
Yeah,
right? Twice
for sure.
First one I was there.
Hell yeah.
I wanted to go to the second one, but I couldn't because it was on a Monday and it was in New York.
I wish you would have gone. That was the best performance I ever did, like ever.
Yeah.
Like my manager saw it first and like he was like, yo, you did good. Like everyone had goosebumps. Fucking president of SoundCloud was there. She thought I did great, and I did because I practiced. And the thing is, my creative director, he's the one that like styles me. He like tells me like, yo, this is what we want to move forward with. He's like, yo, your first performance, you were fucking cool, but like you just had too much energy. You need to sing. You need to sing. Like, bro, what stands out for you is your fucking voice, and use it. And I was like, all right, but I practiced really hard, and I just sang.
Were you pretty intimate with the crowd?
Hell yeah, very intimate. My manager was like, yo, you showed a lot of love. There's a lot of love too. There was even people that didn't know me, and they were just like, yo, I don't know you, but I fuck with you, bro. You killed it. And, like, they want to take pictures and shit. And that was cool as shit. I was like, what the fuck? Like,
signing any autographs?
Nah, I didn't sign it. But it was just cool.
Fucked up. If you were at the concert, you didn't get an autograph, you fucked up.
Nah, but it was awesome as fuck to be like, yo, I want a picture with you.
Yeah.
And people telling me, like, yo, you inspired me to make music. Or, like, yo, people knowing my lyrics. There were people that wanted songs that weren't on the track list, but they wanted, and that was cool as fuck. I'm like, yo, I wish this was my show, because I would have been like, fuck it, let's put that song in there. My bad, I didn't put it on there, but it was cool as hell to just see how interactive the crowd was.
Right.
And yeah, it was awesome.
Being that you're Mexican American, right? Do you have any Spanish songs that are in the vault?
Yeah, definitely. I got around two. My bad. I'm trying to remember. Me and Dax are trying to work on more because he understands, like, he knows. He'll tell me like, yo, pronounce this a little bit better, or he'll be like, nah, don't use that, it doesn't make sense, or be like, he'll know what's authentic to him.
Because in terms of like the Spanish words,
exactly.
Spanish
and like he's in Mexico, like this man's fucking in that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like he'll let me know, and plus he shows it to his friends, and they let him know if it's hard too. And it's awesome because I just respect them, like the youth, so much, because they're gonna know where it's gonna go. You know what I mean? And I don't know, I'm just excited. I'm excited to make more, music like that.
Nah, that's dope. That's dope. But you went out and you did the music video for Happier. Happier is probably your biggest success right now,
Yeah,
right?
definitely for sure. There's a lot more songs. I think like Francis about to hit 1 million too.
I really like Lonely Star.
You like Lone Star a lot?
Yeah.
That's actually fire.
I really like it.
I think it'll hit 1 mil too.
Yeah.
In a few.
I like the video.
You like
the video?
a lot?
Yeah. Especially the wood scene. I don't know. That's my favorite scene.
I loved it too, bro.
Yeah.
That making the video was probably one of my favorite experiences of like meeting the director, meeting even Landon, and like just the whole vibe with everyone.
Which one do you think had more of an impact on you? Like wow, this is fucking cool. Happier or Lonely Star?
Like in what way? Like
in terms of like the whole production and everything. Which one do you think was just like, oh fuck, like this is it. This is serious now.
Fuck. Damn. Cause they both are special. Like
because I've seen the behind the scenes. If you haven't seen the behind the scenes, you should go check it out.
For Happier, right?
For Happier, yeah. It was kind of cool seeing like how everything was getting set up and the.
I definitely felt like, oh, this is it and Happier, but I felt it more with the second music video.
Yeah.
Mostly because I was there for a purpose. I was there for a week.
Okay.
Recording in the studio.
So that's that week that you went to LA?
Yeah.
Okay.
We just fit all that in the schedule. And it was awesome because, meeting Landon and stuff, and also like growing up on like watching him like Lyrical Lemonade and etc. It's like, yo, this is awesome. I'm working with Landon, man. It's lit as fuck. And he did it out of love. And we're both from Maryland. It's like, it's an awesome experience. And that's kind of what I want to bring to, whenever I'm like up there and stuff like that. Like, I look up to like Brent Fayez as well, and I want to kind of bring the love to Maryland a little bit more, to be more creative, to be more like, like I fuck with the drill scene too, even in here, like it's fire. Like I fuck with all types of music.
Maryland has a drill scene? I didn't know that.
Yeah, well not drill, like trap, I guess. I don't know. They have like their own scene. Maryland has like, what I'm talking about.
The biggest thing from Maryland right now was what? Logic. That's the biggest rapper we have.
Yeah, right?
And then Black Fortune. I don't know if you know.
I actually don't know.
I know him. He went to Parkdale.
You know what's crazy? Logic was like the dude who like made me want to like actually rap.
Yeah. So that was one of my questions. Who was your biggest inspiration?
Definitely Logic, man. That was my first ever concert.
Really?
Yeah. It was weird. It's funny because I remember.
For what? For Young Sinatra or?
Nah, it was everybody. But I was legit hip on him when he had dropped. I think it was like, I forgot what it was called. It was Bobby Tarantino, the mixtape.
Yeah.
The first one.
Okay.
And from there I went into his old stuff with like Young Sinatra, and then I think he made like, there's like 3.
Yeah.
No, well technically there's 4 with the other one, the recent one, like back in like 2019. Well yeah, the Young Sinatra, and then I remember being like, yo, that got me through like my freshman year a little bit. And then from there though, it expanded from like Lil Uzi coming up, and then X, and then all of that. Lil Peep as well. Lil Peep actually influenced like the singing side of me.
Yeah.
Singing side of me. I wanted to sing because of that.
I can see that.
Yeah?
I can see that. Yeah. I wasn't a big Lil Peep fan, but I didn't know his music.
Yeah. Not a lot of people were in. I don't know why it called out to me. I think I was just really going through like, it was rough as fuck. I wouldn't say I was depressed, but I was really sad.
Yeah.
At that time.
It was a little monumental moment in there.
Definitely. It was a very like, that was a, every time I go like around where I live, like where I used to live, I'll always remember that, like walking, I just be like, damn, like I can't believe I went through, like I didn't know I had anxiety. Like I used to think people would always judge me or like look at me, and I would start getting like sweaty. I started getting like itchy and shit.
Oh wow.
It was weird as fuck, and I didn't know until now. I was talking to a friend of mine, and the person was like, yo, I think you had anxiety. And I was like, I didn't know. I was just like, bro, I didn't know I had that shit. I guess it was good because I didn't really pay mind to it, and I just kind of like grew as a person and forced myself in uncomfortable situations to grow as the person I am, to make character, to bring character. But yeah, I remember those times and just being like, why the fuck do I care? Now I don't care. Now I'm just like, you know what, I'm myself. I am who I am, and yeah.
Do you ever have anything like something where it triggers that?
Nah, I mean, as of now, nah. I think I don't know. It kind of went away in a sense. I don't know if it went away, but I just kind of know how to handle it now because I put myself in a lot of situations that made me uncomfortable. I feel like if I still had that, I wouldn't be able to go to LA like how I went. You know, free-minded and stuff, and just doing whatever.
Gotcha. So a little birdie told me that you were moving out to LA.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Definitely. Yeah. Awesome. I'm fucking hyped for that. Yeah, I'm gonna.
That sounds exciting.
It is exciting, man. I'm gonna be working. That's the whole point. I want to be in the studio, like obviously every day, but not burn myself out. But yeah, man, I'm excited to work in LA with the people there, the engineers. The engineers are awesome, and I have a great team there in the studio, so it's awesome.
So, you've had a couple collabs now, right?
For sure, yeah.
Working with a couple good artists. Is there any, dream artists there that you would want to work with? Like, what's a dream collab for you?
The Weeknd, for sure.
The Weeknd?
Yeah, The Weeknd's 100%.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I wouldn't have thought of that. You?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I didn't see that. I was thinking somewhere around the melodic tones.
Mostly because The Weeknd, I look up to his writing.
No,
you
okay.
know? And I really went to his discography and listened to like all of the what is it called? House of Balloons, Echoes of Silence, and then the third one, I forgot what the third one's called, but Thursday.
Trilogy?
Trilogy is like basically all of that compiled together. Yeah, the trilogy. And yeah, I mess with his like, I like the way his engineering works on his vocals too. Just like, they're super.
The different sounds that he has.
Yeah, and also like the way they talk about how they put the vocals together is that it's a body of work. It's not just sounds. It's art. In a sound form. It's crazy.
So do you have any, songs that you're working on right now that just are completely different to the sound that you have currently out?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There's one.
You want to leak it right here?
I'm definitely, yeah. This is my manager's favorite one of his favorite songs right now.
We're not gonna get in trouble or anything by the manager.
Hell no, nah.
So what's the song called?
It's called Maybach.
Maybach.
All you gotta do is lay back. You don't gotta do much, baby. I know that you will amaze me. What you wanna drink, what you wanna do, baby?
Let me play one more.
Go ahead.
I think you'll like this one. Hopefully, this one's like a lot. Like it's different, for sure.
That was very different. This one.
Yeah, it is different. The thing is, I'm singing differently here too.
What was this one called? Change.
Let's see the intro. They like where you go. Yeah, I don't wait for change, but none of that shit ever came. Yeah, I overcame everything. People keep yelling my name. Yeah, rain, make it rain. Made the pain go away. Yeah, I just came in with a bottle. I don't want no more drama. Yeah, sipping on leaf full throttle. I don't want no more problems. Yeah, I just came.
I do like it though. I really fuck with it.
Yeah, it's super like
the fast part is my favorite part.
Yeah, obviously, yeah. Fuck, bro. Yeah, I mean,
I already know what part of the song I'm using for that.
Yeah, that was fire.
I made faces and everything. I was like,
Yeah, that's lit. Yeah, I guess that's like a little bit different, but that was me. Like I was low key like gassing out. Bro. So I was gassing out when I was making a lot of those songs. I was like, yo, I'm not getting inspired anymore. Like shit's starting to get a little bit like.
You having a writer's block?
Nah, it was just sounds. Sounds were getting like super repetitive, and it happens because like I know like how my brain kind of works. It's because I'm kind of getting like sick of like the sounds that are being played right now. So I took a step back, and honestly, recently I just got into like Frank Ocean and shit.
Okay.
And I've been looking at like Blonde, and then obviously like Orange, and then even just my boy. He just put me on to like all this shit like. Pharrell Williams before he was like singing type shit, like when he was rapping and shit, and even with like, I mean I love Kanye. I've always been a Kanye West fan, but even like listening to more of it again and realizing like they brought something new to the table. That's why like their songs are still like here. What is that word? He aged well. That music aged well, and I need to make music that ages well. I want to obviously like.
That's you can hear 5 6 years down the road and it's still
exactly, and that's why like you know, that music was more of like, all right, I'm gassing out. Like, I don't know what else to fucking make. And like, I took this break and it helped because now I want to write differently. I want to choose different sounds differently. I want to work with my producer and take a different standpoint or view because I know that, you know, I can make songs like this all the time, but it comes to a point where it's like, it's not fun anymore.
And it's too repetitive.
Exactly.
People are going to get bored.
Exactly. And like, obviously it's cool. That's why like I don't drop music a lot. That's why I take like 2 months. And then when it's like...
fucking takes forever.
But then like when it drops, it's like, oh shit. Okay, you could tell like this was very like, it wasn't rushed. It was formulated in a certain way. Because Lonely Star had an original beat.
Oh, okay.
Sent it to this dude. His name is Alan. He lives in Virginia. And I was like, yo, can you make something like super dope, like kind of like pop and some Post Malone shit? He executed it, sent it back, and he's like, yo, I hope you fuck with this. And I was like, yo, this is fire. It had an original verse. There was 2 verses to that Lonely Star song. Okay. But we made space because we really wanted Landon Cube to hop on it. So, yeah.
So, other than music, is there anything else that you do on the side that, like, you know, helps you kind of like step away from the music and just free your mind?
Fuck, do I do anything? Yeah, drive.
Drive?
Just drive, man. Yeah. I drive and I just like to clear my mind. Okay. Like it helps me come up with decisions, understand, like reflect on who I am and stuff like that. Because sometimes like, you know, when you're just like, nah, I'm not like that. But then you kind of have to be like, oh, you are like that.
Yeah, like, okay, yeah. Maybe I am.
Yeah, and then like, that's how you grow as a person, type shit. And then you're just like, okay. And then you know, you work on it. But yes, or sometimes I get so frustrated to the point where it's like, yo, I don't know if I want to do music. Like, there comes like times like that. Okay. And I think it happens because you're just like, it's overwhelming sometimes because you want to be the best. And then sometimes the music you're working on is like, it's not where you want it to be. Like, the vision I have for my music, obviously it's not how I want it to be right now. Like, even before when I was starting, it wasn't how I wanted it yet. Okay. But like, it started to get there. And, you know, I'm still polishing it. I'm still mad young.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you'll ever actually finish, like, polishing it up. Because there's always room for improvement, right?
Yeah, truly, yeah.
So, something that I'm doing here on the podcast whenever I'm interviewing people is, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
I see myself branching out from
branching out.
Yeah, I'm like doing clothes. I want to like write a book. I want to even like do movies and shit. Like, I actually want to do like a lot more.
You're trying to get into acting?
I low-key was thinking about it, but we'll see. We'll see what happens, man.
In terms of music, what's one short-term goal and a long-term goal?
Damn, what the fuck? How the short-term and then long-term. Just one, right?
Yeah, just one for each. Keep it simple.
Alright. What's one short-term goal?
Yeah. You know, within the next year or a couple months.
To get a platinum record. Long-term goal is to make a body of art that lasts like 12 years from now.
That's a good one. Yeah. That's a good one. Because nowadays, you know, you have so many one-hit wonders.
Exactly.
You know, like, there's a whole bunch of songs you hear, and it's a bop for, like, a good week, 2 weeks, a month. And after that, it's just like, you don't hear about it no more.
You definitely don't. Like, that's... Actually, it kind of makes sense. You get a platinum record, and then you drop an album, and it lasts for 12 years. Yeah. That's exactly the plan.
That's what's up. So, how is your, you know... You're getting this type of success now, you know, you're moving to LA, and I know you stay with your mom, and
for sure.
How does she feel about all this? Like, you moving out there?
She is super like excited for me. You know, obviously she's sad because like, you know, I'm her like only child and stuff. Right. But she was like, look, like, I'm just glad. Like, you know, I feel like I took care of you for so long. And now, like, I don't really need to worry as much anymore. Right. You know, you're becoming your own person. And I was like, yeah. But she's super excited.
How about your dad? What does he think?
I don't know too much. I think like the last time I talked to him, he was proud. You know, he was like, I don't know how you did it. You know, and then we had like a conversation where it was like, you know, if it wasn't for what had happened, like, I feel like maybe it wouldn't happen like this. Right. So either way, I appreciate everything, but I think he is proud. You know, I mean, I would be proud.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know in terms of family, I know there's a lot of people that are proud of you. I know I'm proud of you for one. You know, for not not being comfortable where you are and wanting to branch out.
I think that's the reason why. Like my whole mindset and like motive in life is to always get uncomfortable.
Yeah, because it's good that you're taking the risk.
Yeah.
Because if you never risk anything, you'll never know. You know,
exactly.
Just like with Happier, right?
Yeah, hell yeah, that's exactly.
Who would have known, right?
Yeah, I think that leap of that. I tell everyone I meet like that has a dream, like just take that leap of faith and like really just do it. Like, cause everyone was like, yo, you should have a plan B, and even so then, like I said, nah, fuck that. Like I never had a plan B at all. Like I don't have a plan B.
Right.
The only plan is music, cause I believe in like if you put all of your energy into one thing and you focus on it, it's gonna happen. You know? I feel like it's inevitable. So, yeah.
So how does it feel like, having a manager and a creative team behind you? Is it something that's, awkward for you? Is it a new experience that's challenging? Because I know you started out doing everything by yourself.
Yeah.
And now you kind of, rely on others as well.
I mean, it's actually cool because my manager's young as fuck. He's like 23.
Oh, okay.
So, but he's been in the game basically 2 years, about to be 2 years. He was with Internet Money first. And, he understands the music industry well enough. And, he lives out there in LA. And then my creative director, though, he's in Maryland. So but he's 21. He just turned 21. But I met him through a person. It's very complicated how I met him. But I met him here, We all connect, It was cool because Josh, that's his name, my manager, we just had like that click. Like he's a homie. I don't really see him as like yo, you're my manager, I have to talk professional. Like, yo, we can joke around, talk about life. And I'm blessed. I don't know. I'm very blessed to find like who else.
How old are you now?
I'm 19.
19?
Yeah. About to be 20 though.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
When's your birthday again?
January 8th.
January 8th. What?
Yeah.
Oh, next week.
Yeah.
Saturday.
Is it? Fuck.
Next Saturday? Right? You doing anything for your birthday?
I don't think so. I think I'm probably just gonna like get a cake and shit and like.
Okay, we go to fucking Korean steakhouse.
I'm down. I love Korean barbecue, man.
Okay. And we're not going far this time.
It's okay, bro. It's okay.
We end up showing up when we're done.
I'm so sorry.
Definitely do something.
I'm down. Yeah.
What would you say is probably, going down this road, every step that you've taken, meeting all these people that you've met so far, what would you say is the best advice you've gotten?
Don't forget your purpose. Like why you started in the first place.
Okay.
Because as soon as you lose that, you're lost. You know what I mean? I feel like, yeah, it's important. I go by that all the time. Like I did it, I don't know, but I did it for myself and I still want to do it for myself, but I'm pretty sure it's going to change as it goes. So, yeah.
So, how would you describe your music?
It's fuck. I don't know. I don't like to describe it because I want people to like interpret it in their own way. But for me, when I listen to it, it's like when I think too much and I just want to stop thinking, and like I listen to it and just kind of let go and vibe. Like I just love listening to music while driving. Okay. And then just forget everything.
Yeah, because your music's very good to drive to.
Is it really?
I ain't gonna lie,
That's
bro.
good.
When I'm in like, when I'm in a certain space in my head where it's not the best of times, I'm kind of feeling stressed or overwhelmed or whatever.
Exactly, yeah.
I throw on some Memoria and I vibe.
That's fire.
And I cruise.
That's exactly how I do my music. I feel like maybe that's how it's meant to be listened to. At least when I'm done with a song, I hop in the car and just see how it feels.
So where do you think your best writing comes to you? Like, where do you think, like, in what area or zone, or do you have, like, a specific place where you can be at and then, like, the ideas just start to hit you?
When it comes from a life experience, that's when the writing comes to life a lot easier than forcing something kind of, like France, for example, was so easy to write because it had happened and it had such a big impact on me. And then it just came out, like writing. It flushed out, which is good You know, I can't really force something. You know,
Right.
if it doesn't feel right, then I'm not gonna do it. So yeah.
You did have one song that I remember from the SoundCloud days.
Uh-huh.
You had it up. I can't remember the song, but it was like you had your mom involved in the song. Like you had there was some lyrics with a message towards her.
Fuck. What was it about? What was it about?
Something about don't worry, mama, I'ma make it. Something like that.
Oh, damn.
It's somewhere along those lines. I remember hearing that and like I was like, damn, this kid, man, he's got a real creative way of writing it to where me as the listener, I'm like, fuck, that hits home.
Yeah.
You know,
I definitely don't want to like put any. I become specific as possible. You know, because I don't know. When I write it, it's mostly about me in my head, and then like I start realizing like, oh shit, like other people are relating to it without me realizing it.
Okay.
So that's how I know it's real. Like when I wrote down Friends, it was like I was being specific for me because it hurt me, but then it registered to everyone feeling like the same way and liking it. So yeah, I mean, I'm surprised. I never thought I was a good songwriter. I just thought I was just saying what I felt. With my manager, and I went to out there for a week. He was like, "Yo, you're good at songwriting, man." Like people from different labels, like A&Rs, would be like, "Yo, do you ever want to be a songwriter? Or like, do you ever want to write songs for other people?" And I was like, "Shit, I never even thought about that." And it's interesting because, I mean, I just write songs and sing how I feel. You know, I didn't think of it as being a second thing of like you're good at expressing your words. I never thought of it like that, so it was cool.
That's dope that you have that, other lane that you could possibly step into.
For sure, yeah.
If all else, doesn't go according.
Yeah, definitely. I know a lot of people, but for sure, I feel like I have to like really be that artist because I think it would inspire kids that feel like they couldn't be anything. You know what I mean? Because I know what it's like to feel, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do in my life. I just felt like I was there, half of the time, and it feels good to be a part of something, and I want kids to feel a part of something.
Was there ever a moment in your life where you were just like ready to give up on it? Yeah. Like fuck, this just isn't working no more. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Did you ever see yourself like just hanging it all up?
I think it was when my ex left me. I was like, yo, I think this is it. Like, I think I just need to focus on school, get this job, and, But then I feel like when people say they quit music, they don't really quit. Like, it's still there. Yeah. You can't truly leave it. It's a part of you for so long. And, yeah, I was about to. I was just, like, done. I was done with it. I was like, I have a shitty mic. I don't know how to really mix correctly. I'm doing everything out of heart. My friend invested, it was called Too Early for Summer. He like bought the beat for me for like $500.
I remember that song.
He bought the beat for me for $500 and he's like, yo, I feel like it's gonna be something. And it didn't end up being anything, and it made me feel even more discouraged. Like, damn, you invested your money willingly. You didn't care about paying me back. But he believed in me. He still believes in me until that. He believed in me when I was a freshman. Right. And he was like, I just feel like this kid has something. He was originally going to help out one of the people in Sixth World. But he ended up helping me out instead. Because he saw, like, yo, I feel like you were just genuine. And, like, you were, like, you weren't doing it to be on some famous shit. You just want to do it because you love the music. And that's true. Like, I have a passion for it. And, yeah, you know.
So the fame, the money isn't all that important to you. You just want to be recognized for your sound?
Exactly. Recognition is so important. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe because as a kid, I didn't feel recognized. So to be recognized for your talents and something you're really good at means the world to me. You know, obviously with time, I hope that changes because I don't want to be like, I don't want that to be just my focus. I want also to inspire people as well. So yeah, but no, I definitely just love the recognition. I love making good music and people just saying like, yo, your shit helps me. And that's awesome because that's all I want to do. I remember being a kid, I'm like, yo, I'm not good at fucking school. I'm not good. I'm not strong. You know, I wasn't like good at sports or anything. How the fuck am I going to help anybody? But like, I made music and like helping them was like, oh shit, like that's cool. Like I'm helping somebody.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope. So what's one thing you could tell another up and coming artist, possibly not in the position that you are, but still stuck trying to find themselves, find their sound?
appreciate every moment. Never take anything for granted. Like, if you get 1,000 plays or even 100, like, just appreciate that moment. Because when you start going up and you see 100,000, it's gonna mean nothing to you anymore. You're gonna want more. But it's good to want more. Just make sure you like say, hey, I'm very thankful and grateful for this, because other people might not get 100 plays. I know people that still get 20 and they've been making music for 4 years, and I always wish them nothing but success. But you know, appreciate it, appreciate everything like that type shit.
That's what's up. I think that's gonna wrap it up for us here, guys. This has been fun.
Appreciate you, man.
I enjoyed you being here, man.
Really?
Yeah,
it's
man.
fire.
I don't get to connect with you as often.
I know. I feel like I'll connect a lot. Yeah, it was a lot.
You know, so we got to do something for your birthday, definitely. If you guys want to check out Memoria XI, you can find them on
Memoria XI on YouTube, all platforms. Just Memoria XI, Instagram, and yeah.
And signing us off with his trademark sound.
Whoa! Alright, peace out, guys.
We're gonna get here on the next one. Peace out. And signing us off with a trademark.
Hold up, bro.
You know,
I'm gonna do it right now.
All right, ready? Signing us off with a trademark.
Hold up, bro. I'm smiling. Dude, I'm not.
Anyways, signing us out with his trademark.
Hold up, bro.
Shit.
Alright.
Signing us off with his trademark. Alright, guys. I think that's gonna wrap it up for us here. It was a pleasure you being here, man.
Appreciate you. Peace. That's it.
You said he doesn't know about you and I. So baby, can you just be by my side?